Welcome back guys, today I've got my friend Sarah in the studio and today I'm going to show you how I do eyeliner on slightly hooded eyes. Sarah's eyes crease all the way down to the very outer corner, which makes it a little bit difficult when she wants to create eyeliner. Ordinarily when she looks up that would disappear, so I'm just going to show you a quick way on how to achieve it, and I've done super basic makeup just to pair with the eyeliner. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here on the left side. As you can see, this is where we would be creating the eyeliner. We don't want to take it any higher than this point, which is the middle of the eye, and ordinarily you would bring it outwards into a triangular shape, but this is quite a blocky shape. You can of course go for that, but I feel like having a slight bowed effect makes it a little bit softer, a bit more flattering and a little bit more feminine. This also creates a bit more of a lifted feel to the eye. If you were to fill it in on this little bit here and come directly straight out, it would be a little bit harsher and very geometric, and the eye would look a little bit less lifted. Even though this is predominantly about the eyeliner, I am going to just show you how I did Sarah's super easy basic makeup. I'm applying some of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base, and the brush I'm using, which I have been using on myself a lot recently, is this one by Makeup Forever. It's the flat straight brush, I think it's the number 108. Then I'm going in with my BECCA First Light Priming Filter. Again, this is super difficult to get hold of now that BECCA are no longer. I'm so gutted because this is beautiful. This deeply hydrates the skin, it gives a plumping effect, and it scatters light to diffuse imperfections on the skin, so it's a really great way to just give a bit more of an even finish to the skin even before makeup or if you are wearing it alone. Here I'm just testing a foundation against Sarah's skin tone to see the shade that I want to use. I decided to go with the Armani Luminous Silk because I wanted something super sheer and natural, and I'm going with the shade 2, which is going to appear a little bit fairer than Sarah's skin, but I promise you by the end it will all come together. You'll see once I've completely evened out her skin it won't look so fair. The reason I didn't choose a darker shade was because the next one up that I've got was too yellow for Sarah's skin, so I would rather go a little bit paler and then warm it up with a bronzer. As always, I'm using my favourite combo of my IT Cosmetics number 7 Heavily Luxe Complexion Perfection brush and my beauty blender. If you're like Sarah and you have a fringe, don't forget to take it underneath your fringe in case there is a gust of wind. Just to warm up the skin, I'm taking a little bit of the NUDESTIX Nudies Bondi Bay. I like this one because it's slightly cooler than Terracotta Tan, and where we are in the winter and Sarah doesn't have a tan at the moment, using anything that's too warm on fair skin will always pull too orange. You can see even at this stage, just by applying a little bit of it, just in this one area, makes it look quite orange against her fair skin. So you have to wait until you kind of applied it in all the right areas, such as the cheekbones. Don't forget your ears, a little bit around your jaw. Don't forget to also take a little bit down your nose just for some warmth rather than structure, and you'll find that the whole look starts to come together, and then the skin itself looks less fair. It instead looks a little bit more sun-kissed. Next I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer under the eyes. I've chosen the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer because it's nice and lightweight, and 010 Ivory is a little bit lighter than the base makeup, which will give a brightening effect, but it is super natural. I'm using a flat brush to apply this, and I'm using the lightest hand, so it's kind of like feathering the colour across, and you'll see it's such a lightweight coverage, but it just adds a little brightening effect, which adds dimension to the skin. So Sarah starts to look more awake and a little bit less flat from the foundation that we first laid down. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is predominantly going to be about the eyeliner, so we're not applying any eyeshadow. Instead, I'm going to set the eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, and then I'm going to move on to eyeliner. I've chosen to use the Longwear Gel Eyeliner by Bobbi Brown in Sepia Ink. If you've followed my channel for years, you know I religiously use this. I love it, especially when you mix it with the Inglot Duraline because it becomes more fluid. It makes it waterproof, which is really important if you have hooded eyes because you do not want your eyeliner to migrate or flake, so this is a really good product. It also gives you the ability to adjust the consistency. Now, in order for you guys to be able to see this, I have to stand to the side, so this is not going to be my best work because I would ordinarily do this directly in front of Sarah. So bear with me, I will crisp it up at the end so it's nice and tidy. Start by looking directly ahead of you into a mirror and do a little bit of a stamping motion with the very tip of your brush. And make sure the direction is going to follow your bottom lash line. This will ensure that you're getting a bit of a lifted appearance to your eyes. When your eye is slightly hooded, you won't be able to create a seamless line, so you'll want to look down and fill in that little gap. Always make sure that the direction of your eyeliner is up in a lifted position rather than dragging the eye down, because it can make the eye look droopy otherwise. And obviously with hooded eyes, it's because there is excess skin, so even now, as you can see, I've let Sarah's eye relax again and it already has distorted the eyeliner. That's okay in this instance because it's not drooping lower than the bottom of the top lash line. I want the eyeliner to kind of be perpendicular to Sarah's pupil. So I'm slowly filling in this little triangle while the eye's open, and then I'm going to connect that with the liner that we've already applied while she looks down. Now if you're doing this on yourself, the idea is to maybe use a handheld mirror so that when you're looking straight ahead you can see, and then when you need to fill in those areas you can look down into the mirror. Just make sure that you fan your eye before you look back up, because when the eyeliner is liquid or wet it can print on your top lid. The shape will vary depending on the severity of the hood of your eye. You can see I need to just fill in a little bit more in this area here because it's not quite reaching the eyeliner that's on the mobile lid. When you look down, it can often resemble what is kind of like a bat wing shape. It can appear a little bit obscure when you look down, but really you only look down when you blink, which is for a nanosecond, so no one will really pay attention. I'm going to lift Sarah's outer corner ever so slightly further. As I said, I do want a bit more of a bowed shape because it's a little bit more feminine, especially with a nice bold lip. I can see when Sarah's looking straight up, there's a tiny gap that I still need to fill in. Obviously, this is going to completely vary in shape, again, depending on your lid. Just remember, it's not important how it looks when you look down, it's how it looks when you are looking directly ahead of you. So just try to make sure the liner is as uniformed as possible when the eye is open. So I just want to make sure I've not taken it too low, which I have a little bit here, so I'm just tidying it up to make it crisper. Now you can see that when Sarah looks up, the line is much more uniformed, and then when she looks down you can see it's a slightly different shape to an ordinary eyeliner, but this is the best way to achieve it when you have slightly hooded eyes. When Sarah goes out, she often reaches for a deep kind of purpley red. So I'm taking this creamy matte lipstick by El Maquillage. I'll link the shade below because I don't actually have the name to hand. Their lipsticks are beautiful. They're super creamy, really pigmented and really comfortable to wear. I'll also remove it and just pop on a little bit of a balm because not everybody likes a bold lip, but I do feel like it goes really well with the eyeliner. You can see here when Sarah's looking straight ahead, the eyeliner with that little bit of a lift to it is really pretty. It really disguises the appearance of that slightly hooded outer edge. And again, depending on the severity of your eye, you may even find you need to fill in this little section here, which will be even more obscure when you look down, but I promise you when you look directly straight ahead, the eyeliner will be seamless, and that's a great way, again, to kind of disguise the hood of your eye, and it's the only way you can really wear an eyeliner. So I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Everybody's eyes are different, so this is just a taster of how you can achieve a eyeliner with hooded eyes. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you to Sarah for modelling for me, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.